Well. If it isn't audio, go live PM.
Just in time.
Woo! I gotta mute the
Exactly.
stream so I don't go crazy from double voices.
Nonsense.
There's enough
Ghibli voice,
voices in my
go!
head.
This. This nonsense where
Right, we have to do the fight.
where we were trying to figure out if there was a way to avoid it, which there doesn't appear to be. And then I think we if we're gonna aggro the entire place, we should probably long rest first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because people are not doing super great on the old health front. Also, we have recap.
Recap.
Recap, which we're gonna need because it's been 2 weeks. Because Natsu had a peckin' migraine on the day before his birthday.
Oh yeah, that migraine sucked.
In the luckiest play of all time. So, previously, Natsu did things off screen and has now allowed the group to win at Capitalism Forever by gaining infinity money. Inu did things off screen and found out a way to abuse game mechanics and make it so Karlak is legally registered as a Gith for the purposes of using the giant fucking Gith sword that was previously stolen from the Grinch. By the way, don't forget to reset that up, El.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, every time the game loads.
The group may not be able to grab lasers with their telekinesis, but they can use it to toss healing potions at flaming characters without using an action. Inu prepares to enter the door the group previously saved in front of before he's helpfully reminded that he still has an entire library of books in his pocket to read out loud. Some 15 minutes of Inu being forced to read to his illiterate friends later, and story time finally concludes so the group can enter the door they've been sitting in front of. After entering the room, which was helpfully already looted by Natsu to save time while Inu was reading, and stepping past the obvious trap at the front door, the group end up finding a crumbling wall to smash open and are, unfortunately, met with the entrance to a tunnel teeming with giant spiders, because of course there has to be giant spiders. After walking down the tunnels for a while, the silent dread looming over the group at the thought of having to deal with more goddamn spiders finally gives way when they run into a pack of giant phase spiders, because of course it had to be the teleporting ones. Alongside some horrid humanoid spider abominations called ettercaps. As the only thing Elle knows how to do in combat is punch thing in the face with sword, an incredibly simplistic tactic but very effective nonetheless, she rushes in to stab one of the ettercaps with a Gith sword, only to end up absolutely coated in a swarm of tiny spiders. Thanks, I hate it. Fortunately, though, as Karlak is a fiery hell demon, Inu is able to cure her infestation status with just the tiniest application of complete immolation with minimal harm done to Elle. Hooray for friendly fire. Why the hell am I carrying around a fucking barrel in my inventory? Because it explodes good? That does sound like the logic I'd have used when I picked it up. With the spiders and man spiders finally burned to death, thank God, Inu is quick to yell, "Guys, look, a dead goblin child!" with an almost alarming degree of excitement in his voice. The group then spends a few minutes talking about tricks to ease VR motion sickness before they're unceremoniously interrupted by the discovery of a distant phase spider that, as Bio was quick to yell, was larger than a Volkswagen Beetle in an effort to not think about that thing they definitely didn't see that certainly doesn't exist. The group sits down for another round of story time because apparently these spiders are avid book collectors. The general theme of this episode of Storytime turns out to be that wizards hate everyone who didn't go to magic college, and that the giant spider is, or was rather, some insane elf lady who invented arachnomancy with the money from her grant funds and ended up anamorphing herself into shape of but why though. Natsu then attempts to lay out a plan that would let the group get rid of the unhatched spider eggs nearby before the fight begins, only to become incredibly exasperated when everyone else reveals that they don't have anything even vaguely bow adjacent on their persons. After Natsu finishes handing everyone their rusted bows, gee, doesn't that sound familiar, and instructing them on how to put arrow into bow to shoot egg, everyone begins moving into position before Sarge ends up ruining everything by shooting too early and blowing up the webs Natsu had to walk over. Once the game is reloaded and Natsu hands out the armaments once again, everyone gets into position for youngling genocide and are set to begin until the game decides to not work and immediately alerts the Spider Queen because it didn't actually put everyone in turn-based mode after it was switched on, because fuck you. Now on their third attempt at this, the group is able to coordinate good enough to explode the younglings, so Inu can then lob a fireball at the webbing beneath the Spider Queen's feet to drop her ass off a several-story-high cliff. With the Queen having now taken a good bit of fall damage, which isn't usually a thing you think spiders can do, but I'm not complaining, the group begin to ready themselves to complete their extermination job, only for something to end up going fucky and taking the stream offline for a minute and shutting down the game lobby. Once things eventually decide to work again, everyone returns to the lobby to continue their spider genocide, only for shit to keep not working after all, when it turns out that Inu and Sarge ended up switching bodies with each other amidst all the confusion. Then once that's fixed, everyone tries to get ready once again to fight the Spider Queen for things to break even more after the elf lady the spider used to be suddenly becomes lucid again for just a moment and thinks to herself, wait, why did I turn myself into a giant spider anyways? This shit fucking sucks. Before immediately deciding to cast Unalive on herself by phase warping off a cliff into the abyss below, much to everyone's complete bafflement.
That shit was so fucking funny.
It was.
With the fight now having been won, I guess, everyone begins to collectively lose it over trying to decipher the fuck just happened, while Karlach in the meantime was hit with so much psychic damage from what she just witnessed that she isn't able to do anything for the rest of the fight against the remaining spiders. Once the world is made a better place upon the eradication of the remaining spiders, Inu is then able to use some of the shit they looted from the nest to crack open the Necronomicon he's been carrying to see what dark secrets it contained. Inu then begins barding it up all over the book, which initially leads to Natsu growing wary over whether doing so would properly unlock its secrets, only for the book to suddenly decide it had enough of Inu's bartery and give up its secrets to him just so he'll shut up. Successfully talking the Necronomicon to death subsequently leads to it teaching Inu Palpatine Speak 2 Electric Boogaloo, but since Inu doesn't really need to know how to speak to ghosts in 2 languages at once, he opts to give his old Ghost Speak amulet to Natsu instead. With the book's secrets now revealed to them, or at least the ones it's willing to give up for the moment, the group finally leave the goddamn spider cave and end up wandering their way into the goblin camp we've been hearing so much about. Upon nearing the camp, Natsu is quick to request the group not murder the hell out of the goblins as though they've actually gotten into the heart of the camp, since there's a weapon he wants to buy for Karlach with his infinite bags of money. He acknowledges this is likely unnecessary because of the Gith sword, but he still wants to anyways, on the grounds that it would be funny. After wandering around the outskirts of the camp some more to fill in the map, Natsu eventually chimes in with a send, "Aw, why'd we kill the frog already?" Despite his having been party to said frog murdering several sessions ago. Now actually venturing into the goblin camp for real though this time, the group is quick to spot their friend, the owlbear cub that they met a while ago, who they plan to free later to at least attempt to make up for that time they kinda sorta killed its mom to death after she attacked them for going near her nest that they said they wouldn't go near. Hence why it's so important to stress the usage of the word friend being thrown around like was. Amidst their secret looting, Inu ends up finding enough books for a third round of story time, where he eventually reads a book basically titled, "But Racism Against Non-Humans is Good, Actually," and everyone is quick to make fun of the obviously flawed arguments used to make said point in the book. After a bit more exploring, the group then run into Volo, that bard who can't speak bear from back at the Emerald Grove, putting on a show for the goblins in the camp, since he sorta ended up as their in-house slave art slave since we last saw him. Inu then decides to do the most bard thing possible by purposely going out of his way to fuck up Volo's train of thought mid-performance to thoroughly embarrass the man by making the goblins literally boo him off the stage. With Volo now coated in rotten tomatoes, a smug Inu leaves him to his shame and makes way toward the owlbear cub to see what the group can do to help free him. This leads to Inu then entering a high-stakes game of Farfetch tag, where he naturally cheats his way to victory by just animal-speaking the owlbear into walking into the goalpost on his own. Isn't magic great like that? With Farfetch chase having been won with ease, Inu goes to collect his winning, only for the lady running the game to make the mistake of trying to cheat him out of his winnings via a legal loophole that doesn't exist. As you'd expect, this attempt at scamming Inu, of all people, via loophole doesn't last long. With his rightful winnings now safe in his pocket, not that he needed them really, what with Natsu being a money printer, but it's the principle of the thing. And the owlbear cub may be safely taken back to camp to make friends with Scratch, the group begins their preparations to become goblin murder. With the group now having successfully poisoned the goblin's favorite watering hole, keg of stolen alcohol, The goblins are quick to rightfully accuse them of such, only for Karlak to somehow bullshit her way into convincing them that goblins just happen to be allergic to the berries said alcohol was made from. With specifically the goblins being convinced their alcohol wasn't poisoned and generally being too busy puking their guts out to care either way, the group spends a bit of time trying to discern where it was that owlbear ran off to before eventually deciding they'll hopefully find him later and choosing to not murder the poisoned goblins outside since it didn't seem necessary at this point. Before moving into the Goblin Keep, though, Inu happens to spy a couple of absolute novices. It's an official title for their religion, please be kind, looking to speak nearby and changes course to go see what they want to talk about. As the absolute novices aren't specifically goblins and therefore weren't also fooled into thinking they were allergic to the booze they drank, they immediately attack the group because it's really just that obvious they poisoned everyone. Once the two idiots are dealt with because they thought they could pick a fight on their own while also suffering from poison, the group start making their way back to the keep's entrance after first talking to a nearby ogre who's sad that the beer was killed and the fun is now ruined. Upon making it into the Goblin Keep, Inu is quick to bullshit the group's way past all the guards because really, what were those idiots goblins going to do against the intelligence and charisma of a Baldur who can also read minds, and begin rooting through the place for information on Halsin's whereabouts and any shit they can steal. Inu, I don't know what's causing it, but I can see the outlines of some spiders through the walls here, and I don't like it. Several minutes of loot mapping later sees the group running into a hobgoblin priest, who I guess also happens to be the leader of the local goblins, named Dror Ragslin, trying to and failing miserably at casting Palpatine speak on a dead mind flayer to see what happened to the magic super weapon artifact it was transporting, otherwise known as the fancy D20 that glued itself into El's backpack.
Yeah.
Ragslin is what we like to call an idiot, as he's quick to mistake Inu as a true soul, whatever that means, some religious term I guess, and asks for his help getting the dead squid to talk since Inu is so well versed in Palpatine speak compared to him. Unfortunately though, since a mind flayer's idea of talking is to just beam memories directly into your brain, Ragslin just grows increasingly pissed off because the answers the Squid Corpse gave weren't given in the form of a map with a giant circle and arrow saying magic super weapon am here. This lack of clarity on the Mind Flayer's part nearly causes Ragslin to do a violence on everyone in suspicion of Inu having purposefully fucked him over, only to immediately back down after receiving even the smallest of affirmations to his massive ego. As Inu successfully managed to avert a violence, he of course then turns around and nearly starts a violence anyway when he begins to openly sass at Ragslin after having been told to help a drow named Minthara with her upcoming attack on the Emerald Grove. Now continuing further into the Goblin Keep while doing their best to avoid talking to Minthara for as long as possible, while Natsu meanwhile does his best to attempt pissing off the goblins by lockpicking every door he comes across. Why do you risk aggroing the goblins by picking the door open? You could have just walked there. What's the problem? I was hiding when I opened it. And you were also hiding when you tried to disarm the Assassin Guild's demolition mines too, and we all know how that went. Yeah. And with Natsu having successfully failed at pissing off the goblins despite his best efforts, the group scout around the keep more trying to find Halsin, only to wind up finding their old pal Volo locked in a birdcage instead, and still reeking of rotted tomatoes at that. Because Inu is once again a Barzard with mind-reading powers, he's quick to convince the goblin lady who's taken ownership of Volo that doing so will probably get her in trouble from her boss, and rather easily negotiates his way into getting the group a second unpaid art slave. If I had a nickel for every time this has happened so far. With Volo having now run off to go annoy everyone back at the camp, the group continues searching through the prison wing of the keep, only to end up finding a local guard taking a few swings at a human pinata named Liam. Since the guard hasn't had much luck getting Liam to talk using his interrogation method of choice, kinda hard to when your lungs keep getting emptied by the baseball bat that's hitting them, Inu offers to get Liam to talk in the goblin's stead so that he can head to the break room to relax his bat-swinging arm for a while. With the goblin interrogator now gone, Liam is quick to spill everything he knows about where Halsin may have ended up as soon as Inu mentions that he was just lying his ass off to the guard a moment ago. This guy would be terrible in a good cop, bad cop scenario. With the information that Halsin turned into a bear and disappeared somewhere, and that the Night Song, whatever that is located in a hidden passage beneath the temple, not that I have any idea what temple he means, now secured, Inu agrees to let Liam go, only to realize that he's not really the most qualified person in the world for covertly picking locks. As Natsu, of course, revels in the opportunity to pick every lock he comes across, he immediately volunteers his services to "Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated the law!" Caught off guard by Skyrim's sudden invasion of the Sword Coast, the group are then forced to reload to when they first entered the prison wing so that Natsu can remove Liam from the torture rack without being so rudely interrupted this time. Now freed from his shackles, Liam hops down onto his rather unsteady legs and begins to thank Sarge, for some reason, for freeing him, and then says he's going to shamble his way back to the Emerald Grove to warn everyone about Minthara's upcoming raid on the place. Not sure how he plans to sneak out of the place in the state he's in, but good on him for taking the initiative himself, I guess. With Liam now free to somehow sneak out of the place on his own, the group head further into the prison wing to look for the weird priest the goblin interrogator mentioned as he left for his break, so they can hopefully narrow down what exactly is so weird about him, because as you'll learn from being around here for long enough, weird priest is actually a very broad category as far as descriptors go.
Yeah.
Soon after starting their search, the group are able to successfully locate the so-called weird priest when they stumble upon a half-naked man named Abdurak, who very definitely fits the description of a weird priest. Once he starts talking about how thrilled he is to inflict pain on others to help spread the love of his goddess, the Maiden of Pain, Larvitar. Natsu then explains that you can actually request the weird priest to brutally beat your character to near death as a show of your own belief in his faith, which then grants your character a permanent buff called Larvitar's Love that makes them very gooder at murder and not being murdered in turn when at low health. As Inu is a squishy wizard cleric bard who would likely die just from being stared at wrong by an ant, he instead opts to reload just because he spoke to Abradak to instead have Elle speak with him, since Karlak's whole thing is being an unstoppable flaming meat tank of death anyways. Much like the weird priest's job title would suggest, though, this reattempt at conversing him quickly becomes very weird when he elects to just stand there dramatically talking at the wall instead of actually turning to face Karlak. After directing Karlak to walk over and face the wall, how nice of him to have already demonstrated what he meant for the sake of clarity, he then begins the process of pain infliction by repeatedly whipping her back, which is such weak shit compared to what Karlak already deals with on the regular, that she ends up having to put on the most unconvincing show of pain imaginable to trick him into thinking it's working. With the weird priest now going on about his overly dramatic weird priest nonsense, and Karlak somehow convincing him that she's feeling any actual pain right now, despite her terrible acting, the rest of the group are stuck watching this unfold from the doorway into the room as they confusedly wonder what the hell is even going on here. With whatever that shit was now over with, and Karlak having been given Larvitar's blessing, the session would have ended here until Inu happened to have noticed the group was only a bit more than a dozen experience off from their next level up. It's at this point that Inu begins scanning around for anything in the room that could potentially give them the last bit of experience they need, while everyone else was too busy being distracted by some of the local goblins having decided they wanted to look cool to Karlak by also signing up for Abradak's pain lessons. To the Gobbo's credit, they did actually manage to survive the process. Not seeing anything in the immediate vicinity that would grant them any experience, or at least not anything that wouldn't involve murder, and thinking it would also be nice to end this rather productive session off with a leveling montage, the group make what was certainly a choice to quickly find out where Helson was being held in the keep on the grounds that it should give them some easy free experience and wouldn't put them that overtime to do. As I'm sure you've guessed by this point, neither of these assumptions were true. With their minds now firmly set on finding Helson before ending the session, everyone fans out to begin searching for where he is and end up lockpicking their way into the priestess's quarters to check for any bears. Upon entering the quarters, the group is met with several realizations in rapid succession, such as it being the way towards the temple Liam mentioned, it also being on the same map as that dead end they ended up hitting a couple sessions ago after climbing up that ladder from Minotaur Land, and there being a giant pissed-off ogre guardsman waiting inside to rip their heads off. Wisely deciding that they don't feel like dealing with any of that new information for the time being, the group opt to slowly back out of the room so they can go over to the Doglin pens to see if the goblins were keeping any bears in there. Upon reaching the pens, the group is met with the sight of a couple of goblins deciding to be little shits by pelting a captive bear with rocks, as said bear sadly asks for help in bear speak, which Inu was thankfully able to understand due to animal talk still being active. With the captive bear now all but confirmed to be Helson, Inu readies himself to bard his way into peacefully negotiating Helson's release, only for the game to slap him upside the head with the realization that the only option it gives to do so is to use his brain slug to mind trick the goblins into doing so. Holding firm on his stance of judgmental asshole ghosts or liars, Inu obviously elects to not push the brain slug button and attempts to end the conversation non-violently so someone else could go push the button instead. Halsin, however, suddenly decides that once this particular conversation has been ended, or has been started, ending it with any option that isn't goblin murder or brain slug abusal means that you must be his enemy too, and immediately breaks out of his cage to kill everyone in the room, be they goblin or otherwise. Once Halsin finally gets back to the grove, Kaga should probably inform him that only Sith deal in absolutes. Since that shit obviously wasn't going to fly, Inu ends up having to reload to several saves ago so someone else could try hitting the brain slug button, since the last time he saved turned out to be during the conversation he couldn't end without violence. Now on their third attempt at getting through the conversation without violence, Natsu is able to make the brain slug meter go up by mind-tricking the goblins into opening Halsin's cage, only to run into the tiny problem of Halsin forcibly pulling him into a conversation immediately after the gate opens, and as Natsu can't talk to animals. With Natsu having no way to talk Halsin down from doing a violence on the group in the room, or goblins in the room, the group moves on to their fourth attempt at this, wherein they try and force Halsin into speaking to someone else by having Natsu back away from the cage, so that Inu would be the closest one in speaking range once it opened. Inu's animal speak then still didn't end up mattering, because Halsin apparently will only talk to specifically the person who opened the cage, which prompts them to move on to their fifth attempt, once Halsin starts shouting in bear at Natsu from across the room. Attempt 5 then ends up going much the same as Attempt 4, when Natsu's plan to run out of the room doesn't end up panning out because his legs don't have enough go-fast juice to make the sprint in time.
Yeah.
Now on to the sixth attempt at this, Natsu has the honestly pretty smart idea of just immediately warping to camp while the goblins are opening the cage, which seemed like it should have worked right up until Halsin suddenly decides to just call him up over the brainwaves like fucking King Kai. Just to angrily growl at him in bear speak and initiate the forced goblin murder anyways. Why he didn't just speak to him in human at that point is fucking beyond me. And with the session now 20 minutes over its usual runtime because of the game's adamant refusal to let this one conversation end in anything except some form of violence, despite having not done something like this anywhere else up to this point, the group finally get tired enough of dealing with Halsin's shit that they give up on it to worry about next time, since they simply didn't have the time nor resources to deal with the fight the game so insistently pushed onto them.
Yeah.
True story.
Okay, so now that we're not pushing up at the end of a session, because we were specifically trying to avoid a fight in our attempts to level up, we could just piss off from here, go find somewhere else to level up before we come back and do this nonsense.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there is other stuff to, like...
do, per se, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got... like, rescue the Grand Duke.
No, probably. I mean, we're only the furthest away is Sarge at 41 XP. It does not need to be a lot of XP that we go out and seek. It doesn't have to be like a quest or anything.
I just don't know where we'd find. Like, we killed basically everything we've come across so far, apart from these goblins.
Yeah. Go back and kill the remainder Githyanki.
They'll just murder us.
I mean, we reduced their number
By 1.
That could be the difference. We're also not starting the fight with us integrated, like, in the middle of them because we're trying to command drop weapon steal them.
I mean, that is true.
We are largely out of resources, though.
Are you out of... Oh, you are out of spells, mostly.
I have 2 spell slots left.
Okay. I have all of my level 3 and half of my level 1 spell slots.
We have no short rests. L is at a quarter HP. I'm at half.
I mean, that could be fixed by potions, of which I have plenty. But alright, if we're going to do a long rest and come back here, though, I don't think we've done anything with Infernal Iron yet, which I don't know if it works if a player is controlling Karlach, but I do want to try having Elle follow me back to the Grove real quick to see if we can get the Infernal Iron stuff started.
Emerald Grove? Okay.
Yeah. We need to go down to the Tiefling Smith.
Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna camp myself.
Yes, this way you can get some conversation started if there's anybody that wants to talk. Oh, Volo might be back there already.
Wait, what the fuck happened to our campsite? Why is it in a building now?
It's
we're
because you're inside a building. And hey, look, Volo's there.
Volo is there. This is weird. I don't like this. This is not what the camp is supposed to look like.
You're making camp inside the goblin camp.
Wait, we have a shop here now? Oh no, that's just withers.
I think Volo actually counts as a merchant too, so we can actually like buy stuff off of him, which means I have shenanigans to do post stream again. Although I'll have shenanigans to do post long rest as well. So.
So far, I do not see our little owl bear friend, unfortunately.
Well, the goblin camp hasn't been cleared of goblins yet.
It also
It was
might.
still a case of taking a look around.
It
Just
also
to see.
might be like a we need to
Long
actually
rest.
like sleep first, because like Scratch didn't show up until we slept either.
All right, you come stand a little bit closer. I know you have to be like within dialogue range. I don't know how far out that is. All right, let's try this. Didn't show up for me. Maybe you try talking to him.
Oh well, the personal chests.
Yeah,
are,
there we go.
personal chests are much better. I'll listen in on what's going on over there.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story? Sounds familiar. When our city fell into Avernus, Zariel's commanders put me to work in their forges. Vicious bastards, the lot of them. But it helped that they thought I had some utility. They must have thought the same of you. That's infernal machinery I smell, isn't it? And running awfully hot. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. The closer you get, the stronger it smells. Mind if I listen closer? Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron, and a prayer that my hammer will survive the work.
Also, number 2 is great, but
The weight of it, and that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience.
Oh, Cartlack.
Stop being impressed and fix her heart,
Give me
damn
just
it.
a moment.
the camera.
Camera.
Hello? Okay, thanks,
I guess
camera.
the scent material is way more interesting than what is actually going on.
Weird how Karlak is apparently literally just Iron Man, but I guess that's just how things be
There.
out here in the Sword Coast.
You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat. You look good too. Enjoy it. After spending time in Avernus, I know better than most that you deserve a good turn. That engine wasn't meant for this realm though, and I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last burning that hot. Then again, I do love a challenge. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if the spark plug had a dampener. I'll give it some thought. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Yay!
Oh, official sanction to be Luke Goblin. Got it.
Gotta get that iron. That infernal iron.
Alright,
Gotta help the
hello.
puppy.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
I actually can't
I'll just
listen
make
in.
myself
There it
comfortable.
It's
goes.
not
Thank you
a private
so-
dialogue, I promise.
I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen
scratch in
in a
the
jar in
background.
his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating
not a replica.
to see up close. As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you? That can't be.
He would love that
You're
story.
either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Alleged. Alleged.
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
He knows. He knows.
Nothing. I don't want to admit anything to this guy. That's fine.
That's quite
Well-
impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
Okay, that is true. Except we have special parasites.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
Maybe I am, and I'm using a mask of
Infected by a
shapeshifting.
mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
Number one.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye,
Which
I can
one?
quickly...
The hag one?
Yeah.
Swear to God. I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
I don't believe you.
Hey, look at that. A level up. For me. I could have sworn one of you was also only 11. Oh my god. Inu is one experience away. L is also only one experience away.
Hey, Natsu, are you wearing light armor?
Yes.
Because this armor gives you 4 temporary HP when you use Bardic Inspiration to inspire an ally.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean 11 AC, but...
I would lose an AC and a bonus 1 to stealth, but I feel like that's worth it. I can always swap back and forth between the two. Hell yeah. Look at that. All we had to do is go back to camp and one of us can level up.
Shocking how it's the one that keeps talking about leveling up.
Yeah, shocking how it was the one who was farthest away from level up last time.
Yeah, I still don't get how this imbalanced experience thing happens.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to him and see what he has for sale.
L is also 1 away. Sarge is 26 away.
Trade. Let's see, he has some gold, some potions, including potions of animal speaking, some scrolls that I'm pretty sure we already have. Ah, yes, this is what I wanted to grab for Inu. It's a ring called the Whispering Promise. When you heal a creature, it gains bless for 2 turns.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, all of my rings are currently non-magical, so...
So, give that to Inu.
Frank.
Something the matter?
Anything new? No. Okay.
Oh, we'll talk to Vampy Boy.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Damn it. Okay.
Sorry, your little vampire fairy tale is going to have to wait.
What the hell? Why do I have this stupid leather helmet? Or this
All the red flags, I want them.
worthless dagger.
Why the hell are you married to me then?
Red flags.
In my fantasies, not in reality.
I maintain. Why are you married to me then?
Red flags.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
But you want red flags. You don't want love, apparently.
I don't know, man. You got some red flags.
Yeah, to be fair, you actually do.
I mean, I know my cholesterol is probably a red flag, but geez, a little personal, don't you think?
No.
No.
Deal with it, deal with it. Hashtag deal with it.
So what are we doing?
I don't know.
I am doing some inventory management at the moment. And then we're gonna have a sleep. So we can go murder us some goblins.
Cool.
On account of Halsin is not giving us another option. Halsin is insistent
Yes.
on murder.
Sometimes it be like that. Unfortunately.
This
It was time to wake
bullshit.
up and choose murder.
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not
did
hit
not.
her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Everybody ready for sleepy times?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk
Wait, didn't we
away
already?
Now.
What?
I won't warn you again.
Oh wait, no, she isn't carrying the sword. So what the hell is she talking about?
No, she's talking about the
Oh,
D20.
murder.
Yeah, the
Okay, yeah.
D20.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom. Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
Yeah, also that artifact kind of chooses its own person that's holding it, so...
She carries an
Shadow
heirloom of our
definitely
people.
still has,
She
yeah.
must explain herself.
She's deluded. As are you, should you show her your allegiance.
Lies upon
Wow.
more lies. Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it.
Okay, I like Shadowheart a little bit more now.
Okay.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
Oh my god.
I call on the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship ho!
Fighting!
No fighting!
No fighting!
But not a no fighting!
She's a liability.
Nobody
It's
ate
the
dinner
artifact
that
we need,
night.
not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
I don't know. I've never done this conversation before, actually.
That's what we have
Yeah.
quick saves for.
Quick save.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not
Yeah.
get ahead of ourselves.
No. Friends is good.
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, my concentration broke on friends.
Somehow that distinct sigh just makes me think, ugh, stop fighting each other. We want to sleep, damn it.
Well, doesn't look like. Volo.
Why is there a telescope in this room?
I don't know. Volo wants to talk again, though.
Ooh.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite
Hey,
the
no,
cozy
no.
setup you have here. I'll just make
Can you
myself
see the
comfortable.
background?
Thank you so much.
The magical
My
disappearing
research
hat.
turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
Magical self-tying hair as well.
It's not too deep.
Yeah.
Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic after all.
That's not a needle.
It sure is.
It's a big needle.
Metaphor is hilarious.
Yeah. Don't forget, you said that you're the one that makes risky decisions.
Yeah.
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
I don't even have a
no.
I don't even have a
Say-
choice to say yes. What the hell?
The panic and slight shake of eep.
I'm upset. I want to pick yes.
Maybe a quick save before you choose any of them. Maybe number one, he
You will
insists, and you get
find
to let him
a
do it
more
anyway.
learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
I'm literally just not allowed to say yes.
Maybe one of us is allowed to say yes then.
You sacrifice an
As you
eye.
wish, my friend.
Well,
When the
maybe I will.
transformation occurs, I can only
Well,
hope
you
are
want your
far
brain
away
slug
from
though.
There's no way he's gonna succeed.
Did he just run off?
Oh,
Like completely ran off?
you sure did. All right, if we want to try that, we need to reload.
Also, if we want Volo to stay in camp, apparently we need to reload.
He's mad that you won't let him do it, and he pisses off.
He did also say,
Child.
I hope you are far away from me when you do transform. Peace.
Well, fine.
Yeah,
I'm
he
taking my
just-
giant needle and going home.
I wanted to let
Basically.
you do it, man. But the game wouldn't let me.
Yeah, also, I like how the option was no, I only have one get eye left. Why not have him fuck around with the hag eye anyway?
Right.
Then it would still be the same ruined eye.
Unless it's behind strictly the other eye.
I mean, it shouldn't be. The hag went through that other eye in the first time.
Mm.
Alright, let's try talking to Volo. Yeah. Yeah, we've done this.
Oh, you do have the option to do it.
I assure
I'll still
you,
follow this
I've
option anyway.
dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Alright, let's see what happens. I rather like my eyes, so hopefully this doesn't fuck up anything. My eyes are pretty.
Oh!
The needle
Oh,
finds
God.
the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns.
Oh, I don't like that as a description.
Oh, we might be needing a reload after this, but
Oh!
ah!
Your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking
Ah!
nerve like a harp.
Oh!
Ah!
There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
A more robust one?
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye.
An ice pick?
Reaching into his hand, he produces an ice pick.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die!
Volo
I'm gonna die!
ice pick closer to your
Oh, God.
Hold your breath.
Don't
Your
move.
breath.
Oh,
Cold
yep.
metal
Uh-huh.
presses against the skin beneath your brow.
Ah!
Tap, tap.
That was my frontal lobe!
We have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just
Oh.
a little further.
Volo
Oh!
tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Oh, I like that eye.
Drat.
What do you mean, drat?
Looks down at your eye.
I mean, I didn't think you were gonna succeed anyway, but Jesus Christ!
The mud.
Oh my god!
Drat. What mud? We're indoors.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
I don't think that's cosmetic.
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present.
Uh-huh.
I can't help but feel partly responsible.
Partly?
Perhaps there is something more I can do.
Mister, I'm going to knock my palm into an ice pick that's going into your brain?
Oh, but look, he has an eye.
Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And,
Oh,
it
he's gonna
was
leave anyway.
very nice to have met you. I'm
Coward.
sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another.
You'll probably see him in Baldur's
Far
Gate.
away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly
Yeah.
sorry, my friend. Ta.
You can at least put the... No, you actually, you know what? I don't want you to see
See
invisibility.
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 Disadvantage on perception checks, so that's only for 2 turns. Can see invisible creatures within 9 meters. Creatures must succeed a dex saving throw or lose their invisible... Oh!
Ooh. Oh, I guess that's a payoff for losing an eye.
Okay, so it's nowhere near as pretty as my original eye, but it looks like a regular eye, and it gives me the ability to see invisibility. So I'll take it.
So near lobotomy, but positive outcome.
He might have nicked the frontal lobe. I'm still a little concerned about that. And by nicked,
Well,
I
that-
mean
that
gouged the
little bugger.
fucking shit out of
Slap.
it. Yeah. Oh, there it is! Caca! Oh, I quite agree. Oh, so you understand that, but not fucking bear.
Well, you do have a
Okay.
negative intelligence modifier now.
I'm pretty sure my intelligence was already set to 8.
I would like to believe Volo did it. That's your excuse, and you're sticking to it.
Like, I'm pretty sure
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I min-maxed and intentionally had strength and intelligence down to 8, but
Like, no, I'm gonna put that one on Volo.
I mean, it's as good an in-universe reason as any.
I
Well,
know. I really have to ask how your brain isn't soup after that.
yeah, I'd fucking like to know as well.
Lulu, you better make me, Lulu.
I can see invisible things. Yeah, sure you can, buddy.
I can see the future.
I can see the future.
Go on, become strong as everybody's new crap.
Jesus.
Still, as a scene, ooh, I do not like that.
Yeah, that was not fun. One could say.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty great, actually.
Wait, where
Oh
the fuck?
god.
Where the fuck's Karlak? How am I supposed to cast Longstrider on all of us without Karlak here?
Also, where did Withers go?
He's in a side room.
He's in the side room.
He's in the side room.
Oh, I was just outside the
there you are.
group.
There you
Outside
are.
the range.
Yeah, being able to cast at level 3 means I can cast it at 3 targets now.
Bloom, bloom.
You cast Longstrider on a shovel. Or on shovel.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait, why did you put it on a shovel? Oh, right. Thing's name is Shovel.
Yes.
Here you go, Scratch. You also have Longstrider.
Yeah, best
Yay.
boy Scratch.
Yay.
I need to make sure all of the things that could possibly come in combat with us have Longstrider.
Scratch is never coming in combat with us. Ever.
It's too dangerous to put him in combat. He might get hurt.
Oh.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
But Scratch can find all the buried treasure for us without needing a check.
Don't care. We do not risk Best Boy.
Gale approves.
I am not risking best boy going the way of our cat.
I mean, fair.
I see Jesus Christ, Lae'zel! Just in the background,
Master. Friend.
staring angrily,
I stayed
full
with him
sword,
until-
partial in
Well,
pain.
yeah,
Until I knew
it's
he
because
was gone.
Karlak has to get the Yankee
I'll
sword,
never
and she
forget him.
clearly wants it.
But I'm glad to have
Oh
met
yeah,
you.
don't
Yeah,
forget
she
to do the
stabbed
GIF
herself.
thing again, by the way, because we reloaded.
Oh, right.
Was it unequip, Gith helmet, form change, re-equip, take off helmet?
Yep.
Shadowheart says, I don't think there will be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest. One of my options is I'll be keeping an eye on both of you. I don't want a fight happening again. Yes, I'll be looking at one of you with my magic eye and one of you with my normal eye. So if either of you try going invisible, I'll see you coming up on the other one.
Come on.
Good old Shart. All right, Gale, you got anything for us?
Relax, we'll kiss and make up on our own time.
We're
You
not
promise?
short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
For a set definition of peacefully.
Yeah.
Oh, I have wizard options.
Oh.
The very same. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic.
You mean your girlfriend?
Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Quite so. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Listen, you don't want to return stuff to the crown anyway. The council's just going to take it from you. And then the princess is going to turn out to be a dragon who has time powers, but there's no time. So, like...
I've had a pupil or two, but never for very long. Their ineptitudes tend to irk me.
Wow.
You do seem to be a precocious talent, though.
Precocious?
I can always tell when I meet a keen mind, receptive to Mistra.
Precocious?
Keep it up, and she might just take a personal interest in you one of these days.
Precocious?
Mistra?
Oh, I was surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said, amid the madness that has befallen us. It seems almost out of place to think of a kiss. And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean. A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come.
Come. Oh, I get it.
Oh, baby.
Yes, he wants to gith.
Where's Will hiding these days? Oh, there he is. He's
behind the statue.
I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact.
Oh,
pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, then.
All right, Will, come here.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
All right, good talk, Will.
Hey, Will, now 3 of us only have 1 working eye.
All right, blast back.
Although, I guess mine actually works, so I guess it's more like 3 of us have non-original eyes. Leave camp, and now I need to teleport back to the goblin camp and run my way back to the dog pit.
As does Elle.
Worth it, though. We got the infernal iron thing started.
I mean, I guess I can just start the combat while you're... Actually, I should probably wait until you're back so you don't have to potentially fight your way through the entire thing to get to us.
Oh, yeah, that could be bad.
Split the party. Fight them all.
I don't wanna.
You know, I heard they were gonna do some stuff with the world map to, like, put things in categories and make it easier to, like, navigate around. I don't see that reflected, though.
Probably hasn't happened yet.
Hey, we have enough eyes for a whole TN between the 3 of us.
Shaka-ho!
Shaka, go fuck yourself. It's also Kikoho.
Oh, it is Kikoho, you're right.
Kiko!
You want me to do what to who?
Yeah. Shush, 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 shush.
Again! Make it squeal again. With Bob. Look, you'll see! Give me that rock! I'll show ya!
Time for blood.
For blood.
Oh shit.
Haha. Yeah, get him, Barry.
No, don't you dare! Alright.
Oh.
Alright. listen.
Don't worry, I'm still over here too.
Me too.
Ha! Fuck you.
Perfect.
Shovel killed a child.
Shovel killed a child, but that child is trying to tattle on us, so it's fair. Snitches get stitches or whatever.
Yeah. Snitches wear breeches. Oh, hey, look, a spider
God.
summoned.
Oh boy.
That must be Elle's doing, right?
No.
Nope.
I don't know. It sounds like a thing Elle would do.
Let's see. Yeah.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Hey, hold up. Hold up. I think the stream might be die. Hold on, chill.
What?
Chill. Like just chill for a second. I think YouTube is having an
Considering I
aneurysm.
see it loading, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's having an aneurysm. Just hold it for now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I see it loading.
Waiting for it. I can. You can do it. Frames are dropping like crazy. And it's definitely not my connection. It's definitely something on YouTube's end because, like, you guys can hear me fine, right? I'm not all robot-y. Guys? Guys?
Yeah. Nope, you're all
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're good.
good. And I haven't lost connection to the fucking session yet.
Yeah, it's definitely YouTube
So-
then.
Something's
Did
being
we drop
weird
out
though.
for you, though?
You had me worried when you said, guys, because
Yeah.
I thought you weren't hearing us.
The
'Cause
stream.
we were talking when you were saying that, or at least I was talking.
Oh, yeah.
The stream do be dying.
The
yes.
stream do be dying.
Alright.
Yeah, no, yeah, believe me, I can see that.
It looks like it. No,
No,
fine.
it's definitely not. I mean, it just went to no data on I'm just waiting for my connection to stabilize in OBS. Cuz that'll tell me when we're good again. It's still dropping frames like crazy.
Duh.
The elder gods of YouTube are having a tizzy.
I mean, I guess while that's having a tizzy, I should probably actually go take my medications. Time to go drug myself.
Time to take your crazy pills.
Don't you mean anti-crazy?
No.
And also, I'm not a female. I don't have crazy pills.
Wow.
No.
Sexism, very original.
Everybody has crazy pills. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not the first one to make that joke. Considering I believe my wife has made the crazy joke for herself multiple times.
I am crazy. I just watched it apply my rage. So, yeah.
Yeah,
The stream is shitting bricks right now.
Yeah.
Wee.
The frame drops.
Bricks, they will be shat.
The frame drops are
Yep.
real.
The server is down. The server is down.
Let's see. Well, Down Detector doesn't say there's anything wrong with YouTube at the moment.
Not yet. There haven't been enough reports yet.
Okay. I was waiting to click a button.
Oh,
YouTube
hey, hey,
is
the
down.
thing is green. I think we might be good. Bio, are we good? The connection indicator on OBS is back to being green. That's probably a good sign. It stopped being red and angry.
I keep hitting the skip ahead to live broadcast button, and it's refusing to stay on live. So, I don't know.
I mean, we do have a strong connection according to OBS, so that's a good sign.
It won't let me stay. It's not like I'm not losing any footage as far as I can tell, but it's not letting me. Oh wait,
Stay on live.
Now it's staying live.
Well, I mean, YouTube has always shat itself for me when it comes to trying to stay live.
Yeah.
Staying live. Staying live.
I mean, it's reflecting the damage I did to the spooter.
Just let Bio know you might want to try a refresh because it looks better now.
Yeah, it seems to be updating.
Yeah, I'm still seeing live, so that's good.
Fucking YouTube being a giant bag of dicks.
But what else is new? You're not allowed to say certain things. You can't watch live broadcasts.
I mean, at least
everyone else can get shit on.
At least having like OBS off to the side, I can see when the bit rate tanks
Everything
into
eats
the floor.
itself.
Yeah. So that's nice. All right. Well, anyway. Okay.
So I'm good to move.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Ooh, Thunderwave is gonna launch the stone urn. I wonder if I can make it hit Butcher Vrak. Oh, so
almost. Almost though.
Just a fair quote.
It was an attempt.
An attempt was made.
Oh, this one's trying to run.
He's running again.
Warrior Plague. Hey, fuck you.
Oh, hey, Purper.
Hi, Purper.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Purper.
Oh, I can actually get to it without attacking.
Kill the child.
Kill the child.
Yes, I'll use guided strike to make sure it dies.
You killed a child, you criminal. Purper, Sarge killed the child.
Is Purper here to talk about the SS Pork again?
Oh yes, the SS pork.
The sussy, sexy pork?
The ultra premium SS pork.
It's sussy pork situation going on.
What SS Pork? Or Spork?
What do you mean?
Pork.
You know what we mean. Don't play dumb.
The SS Pork and Lust Not Love and all that good stuff.
Just trying to play innocent.
Yeah,
Somehow
exactly.
The Angel Halo thing just makes it all the more suspicious.
You have in fact done nothing. That is not where the sus is being thrown at.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what the play. You know what? I guess going.
Yeah, once again, you are not sussy. It is the other member of that party that we were talking about.
I mean, especially considering he talks about bear scenes and other things.
Mile High Club.
You know, I should have just tried to see if he actually knew about the book called Bear. Because if he does, he's either very into internet trivia,
Hey, look,
or
there's
he
2 more of your
actually
level
knows
ups.
super sus things.
Woo!
And now Sarge is 23 experience away from his own level up.
Woo!
Tune in next time when I get to level
I
up
mean,
in another.
Per, you're always sus. It's just somebody else is more sus than you.
You're always sus. You know this. What did you just throw at me?
A bottle of grease.
Oh, I thought they threw poop.
I mean, it's goblins, so that would have been an easy toss either way.
Stupid monkey.
Rawr.
Flee the fire pit.
What
I
shovel?
just realized, by the way, you have fire in your hand and you're laying in a pool of grease. How
Don't
have
question
you
it.
not
Don't
caught
question
on
it.
fire?
Don't question it. It's just like having a campfire underwater in SpongeBob. We don't talk about it.
I mean, I talk about it. How the hell was that possible?
What the fuck are you doing?
He's trying to
Yeah,
go
that was
let
a
out
dumb
the.
move.
He's trying to let out the wargs and back.
Yeah, let out the wargs.
Who let the wargs out?
How did I fucking know you were going to do that?
Man, it's almost like we've been friends for like a decade at this point.
Right.
Oh, but you have real friends that you spend time with and not us, so...
I spend time with you too. You shut the fuck up.
No. You've got real friends that you prefer to spend time with. Because who was playing Lethal Company over playing Fallout? Who was doing board game nights instead of being at his computer?
I mean,
Bro, we played Lethal Company once I bought it for you.
He's got a point there. Also, board games are definitely superior to video
I didn't
games.
play Lethal
Don't you
Company
hold
yet.
that against
What you
people.
talking about?
Well, we were supposed to play Tuesday night, and then we ended up getting trapped in 76 because somebody needed their jetpack back.
Look, I couldn't live without it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, It's almost like we were gonna play Lethal Company together as a group.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the plan, and then I just ended up playing Fallout instead. I was like, okay,
And then
I guess.
it wasn't my fault that we didn't end up doing that in the first place because I showed up for it. I'm gonna go whack this guy. Hey, look, you're level up.
Woo!
Quickly, whack that man. Doom, 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 doom.
I get to teach Per how to set up vortex for
A
Stardew
guaranteed
Valley
miss. Yes, I'll use cutting blades. Unfortunately, he stopped my playing, but... Yeah, give him the whack.
Give him a whack again.
Do I want to use War Priest charges to do that, though?
Nah.
Then I cannot whack again.
You're trapped behind a cage.
Not for
They're slowly
long.
breaking.
Oh, I thought you fell. But that was... It showed the falling animation and then you getting up when it went over to you.
That's weird.
I think we got this one pretty well covered if you want to, I don't know, jump out of the grease pit and try to get ready for the wargs. Yeah.
Can't slow down.
I hate that I can't prepare, that I can't, like, ready actions. That really bothers me.
I can only imagine how complex that might have been to try and program.
Celasta did it.
Blassa did do it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was limited, but it still let you do some sort of preparation.
Ooh, a crit.
Salem, you are heavy. Come on.
Oh boy. I picked up a key. The prison key. It makes you a prison. Bitch. I'm gonna get ready to launch the stone urn at people. Yeah. Oh wait, are you? Which one are you playing? Are you doing? Yeah, you're doing high seas. Cool. Hell yeah! It sounds so much better with different types of instruments. I'm so glad you swapped to. Is that a lyre that you have?
It's whatever the other instrument I had was. I think it's a lyre. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lyre. Calling me a liar and calling you a truther.
There were at least some things Celasta did right until it turned into a raging dumpster fire in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just so sad that it ended that sourly. Like, good lord. Ow, Salem.
Oh, they're almost out.
What the hell, Salem? Why are you pulling a donut where you can't just settle? Also, you're literally in my line of sight, so I can't look at the screen.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I wish you could shock and grasp the metal door there to make it more like an electric fence.
Hey, I can vicious mockery them through the door.
I'm gonna lose my rage.
Oh yeah, they got ears, don't they?
You never know. The door might have blocked line of sight.
I wasn't able to smack anything, so I'm going to lose rage. Unless something hits me.
Quick, someone hit her.
I mean, I probably can't really do much damage if you want me to hit you, dear.
Did anybody open the gate?
Probably.
Break the gate?
Yeah,
No, I mean, the wargs will do it.
What do you mean not enough movement? I have the prison key, don't I? Why can't I... Okay, I guess I'll try hitting it. Hold on. There you go. Have at him.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, kept my rage.
But nothing hit you.
I have to hit or be hit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's a hit or be hit world out there.
Oh god, the dissonance.
Critical miss, wow.
Well, I mean, it did have disadvantage.
Like I'm standing in the door. Like, in the gate.
Yes, we are indoors.
Hodor?
Hodor! Do y'all watch South Park with any regularity?
Not in many years.
Okay. I forget what season it was in, but there was like this bit that they did where there's like a comedian, or it's like two of the townsfolk talking to each other about like what he does. And he's like, "Hey, he just goes up on stage and shits his britches," and the other one goes, "What fur?" And that one warg's name is Fur, and it just made me think of that stupid. What fur?
Over here.
Murder.
This trunk of lies.
Wasting cutting words to make vicious mockery hit. Fuck that.
Saved.
Ah.
I don't care if I get my Bardic Inspiration back on short rest now. It's not worth it to make a D4 of damage hit. Oh, it's actually 2D4 now, right? Because I'm level 5.
Yeah, rub it in, why don't you?
You're level 5 too! You just gotta take your damn level up!
One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. Not only do you speak with a bear, but you free it too? A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic.
Either way,
Lunatic,
I owe
thank you.
thanks. I am the druid Halsin.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Who's he talking to?
Me.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah. As it should be.
Well, I specifically talked to him to make sure of that.
Who in their right mind would infiltrate a goblin-infested temple? Unless... that look in your eyes. I've seen it before.
He knows.
Are you feeling all right?
He knows.
Ooh.
Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn.
What was your first clue?
Something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible?
Githyanki artifact. Oh yeah, number three. He's a good dude. We can trust him.
That looks very alien.
I don't even have it.
Alien as the Mind Flayers. They
Right.
do not belong
It's like
on this world.
Karlak, open your bag and show the dude.
It's no
Karlak, show the man the
coincidence
fancy
that you are,
D20.
wager. You're after a cure for this parasite.
Yeah.
I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles.
Yeah, another Reese magic.
They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't
Your
mean
character's
I
just
can't
like,
help.
yeah, fucking figures.
I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles. But I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from.
Frogs?
That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure.
Clearly, he just carries around a Polaroid of the D20 at
Yeah.
all times, like old people do with photos of their grandkids.
I'm actually curious of 1 and 2, considering.
Well, we already know 2 isn't. Like,
Yeah.
The hag told us that.
I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated.
Okay. Number 1.
I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill.
Oh, don't
Well,
worry.
it can help you.
We already
I've
killed
no
the Shadow
right to ask
Druids.
more of you. But if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected.
Yeah.
Look, we don't need to. We don't need to sell out Kaga right now.
Yeah, he'll find out when he gets back.
Yeah.
She's already being...
My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime.
Like a Wookiee
Reticent?
life debt?
Where is the beast that survives decapitation? Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself. Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much.
What do you mean?
I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders.
How do you not have control of your bear form? Number 2. Because
Well,
he might take up a party slot. He might not be able to join us anyway.
like,
But also, like, we
Place your
intentionally
hand
made
as
sure
guide
that
your
they
hand.
couldn't leave so that the
Focus on
camp
the
wouldn't be
leaders.
on high alert.
That's all it will take to restore
And
the
he's saying that
balance
he'll
here.
just start charging shit.
alright, leveling montage. Let's fucking go. Oh, wait, where did I
Oh,
put
blue
my
boots.
my information here?
Once per turn, when you dash, you gain wrath for 2 turns. The fuck does that mean? Salmon was wrath.
Oh, so
You get a +1 bonus to damage with melee weapons for every turn this condition is remaining. Holy shit. Hell, do you have boots yet? No, you don't. Alright, these boots are for you.
Oh.
I'm giving you new shiny boots. Right there.
Oh, I can move a little faster now.
I now have access to mass healing word. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I can now remove curse. I have access to revivify. Ha ha.
Yay. Oh, I just found a necklace that gives access to animal friendship.
Okay. Carlax underwear? Why have I not noticed this?
What about Carlax underwear?
I have underwear.
Well, yeah, all the characters, as far as
I know, I
recall.
just never realized.
Yeah, you put on the new boots.
Yes.
Oh, that grease is still there. Gross.
Oh, cheese.
Cheese, Grommet.
Cheese. Cheese Louise. Oh,
Autosave.
oh,
Why?
I don't know.
Concerning.
Oh, there's suspicious meat over here.
Gee, I wonder what the goblins could have been eating.
No.
Here's silk cocoons.
Oh. Trying to loot this body put me into a
See a
small
butt
scene.
cheek.
Decaying
cheek.
legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems. Pull the body free or investigation. Inspect the body.
I would.
I would investigate first, because we don't know what it is.
Oh, there's some spider webs. Maybe a spider dragged it in there.
It's only a DC 5.
And it's neutral thanks to your jack of all trades.
Yeah. I was expecting like a 2. I was like, it's gonna fuck up.
Hmm.
Crooked Heart?
Oh. Apparently they have the equivalent of
missing
Nike in
mummy?
this room.
Gained access to a spell.
Still blocked, but should be easy enough to clear. Oh, do I need to use a shovel on it? Do I have a shovel in my inventory? I do.
He's got shovels aplenty.
Maybe nothing but dirt. That's what a shovel's for! How? Literally how? Alright. So using a shovel doesn't work, but hitting it with a quarterstaff does. Sure.
Sounds about right.
What to do? All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Whee!
I see them. You look a little sleepy, baby.
Moving in.
Alright, level up is done.
Yay.
Yay.
Did you tell Elle or Sarge, and I mean, you definitely didn't tell the stream about your plans for leveling up with this character?
Nah, we'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
I may
Big
have
shift.
I may have slightly rearranged how I'm planning to do my leveling, but it won't matter until level 9, so.
Sam, you're making this very difficult to play the game.
Yeah, that's the point. Fool. Oh, ha, ha.
Well,
Yeah.
guess it's time to head back out.
East.
Alright, everybody's not immediately hostile towards us.
Perfect.
So maybe we go down to the lower area now, maybe? Or do we want to, like, try to deal with these guys up here first?
I mean, if we deal with them up here first, are they relatively isolated from the rest?
If a ring of poison resist.
Oh god, it's just like Solasta.
Because it looks like they're pretty well isolated from the rest of them. So that would be another chunk defeated in detail.
Instead of later when we inadvertently probably aggro everything.
You mean when we attack one of the leaders? Yeah. So it might be worth it to go after this small chunk that was just up here.
We got this pathing mob though too, Zerga. Goblin boss.
So... and Thara's at the top right. The other dude is at the... or is it the north, and...
Guts like right below us.
Priestess is in the middle.
Priestess sounds like probably the last one given.
Well, so there is... I haven't done it this way, but there is some kind of conversation and like thing that you can do with Priestess Gut as long as you're not immune to being put to sleep.
As long as you're not immune to being put to sleep.
Yeah. If you're immune to being put to sleep, it fucks shit up. I haven't done it myself. I think I just like straight up murdered her. But
Well, let's see what we can do here. Just get a save down. There you went.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I
Ew.
can mark your flesh. Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Hold still.
through the glove.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She, too, carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Ooh.
It's not listed as a parasite.
It's definitely a parasite option, though, isn't it?
I mean, I would
It's
assume
not
so. But...
tagged as it.
See, I would like to believe that this is me using my mind reading powers, but...
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works
I'm
both
just nosy.
ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Number
4 would?
4?
Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
That gets her out of the main room.
Priestess, we want them all.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the absolute?
She's going over this way.
Yep. She's gonna head for that door that we lockpicked earlier. But now we just get to go in, like, normally. Or just into here, I guess.
Well, this is promising. She's now alone.
Ready to clear your head? Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ready to clear your head? Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the absolute. And I'll do the rest.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind, like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric. Sifting deeper, she sees the mind flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches, and you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Helps! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain.
Number 3?
No. It's messing with your brain. You're seeing things, probably hearing voices too, yeah? Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though.
Oh boy.
What is your plan?
I don't think so. Time to die.
The absolute. Simple.
Alright.
You won't regret this.
God,
In
here
a
we go.
true soul, you know the absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya.
You recognize telltale flecks of werejackal blood. It's a potion of sleep.
Pick number 2, my lord.
Alright. I'm going under.
Oh boy.
Nighty night, boys.
I mean, it's better than what Volo did.
I'll say. At least for the moment, anyway.
Dunk.
Sweet dreams. I'll see your ugly mug on the other side. Wakey, wakey.
Oh, and now into another immediate conversation.
Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. Liar! We've both seen the monster that put it there, and I know what happens next. Stop trying to confuse me. You're a liar. Everything's clear since the Absolute chose me. You're the one that's broken. Do you even know who you are anymore? Maybe that's what the creature wants you to think. It's gonna start eating your flesh too, changing you. And eventually your skull will split and you'll cough up a mess of tentacles.
Yeah, me.
Stop it! Why would I want to do that? I'm gonna keep you here so I can see every gory detail and hear every whimper and scream. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
Ooh.
I've only got I've only got a +1 on this acrobatics.
Ooh, 12.
You only got to roll 11 or higher.
Oh boy.
You only got to roll potentially a 10 or higher.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, that's what inspiration's for, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're sitting at 4 of it, right? Yeah. Might as well.
There we go.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey.
You slip free of the chains.
Where'd she go?
She doesn't want to be in the room when you transform.
Well, I'm not shackled. So
Alright, now where the hell are you?
I am in the temple underground.
Oh, so past that door that we lockpicked?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Oh, right. The trader in here is also going to have new inventory. I need to hit her up before we start any actual fighting in here. Oh, she's got some new scrolls that we haven't seen yet. Inu, scroll fireball. We found a
Fucking
replacement.
hell, finally.
Scroll of confusion. Scroll of conjure minor elemental. Scroll. Do you already have blight? I feel like you already have blight.
Hold on, give me a second, I'll check.
Ooh, scroll of fire shield. They'll be green in color for the artwork.
No.
Okay. Scroll of blight, scroll of fire shield, scroll of haste. I feel like we got haste reel already, but I don't remember.
I mean, we have infinite money. We might as well just buy all of it. And in the event that I already have stuff, it'll be spare scrolls for later.
Yeah, I mean, it's right now. It's more so if we start fighting in here, I don't know if I'll have access to this vendor anymore, and I can't do my vendor shenanigans without having control of a second character.
Yeah.
Oh, she has +2 armor in here as well. +2 chain shirt, +2 hide armor, +2 padded armor, +2 ringmail armor. Holy shit, dude.
Alright. There's some shit on this table that I kind of want to steal, so I'm gonna save real quick just to see if I can get away with it.
Okay.
Oh.
Cause like I'm not seen by anything, so it should be fine. Yeah. Okay. That did not go. That did not go bad.
Free. For now.
Wait for Natsu.
Yep. I'm just.
Is the door is locked?
Oh, it's. I thought we already.
It's
Yeah,
locked.
we did, but then we had to reload past that, and we didn't bother to unlock it again.
Ah, okay. All right. So, send all of these scrolls over to Shelly, and then the door is over here. Unlocked.
Okay, I see where you guys came in. You guys are like right
Got
to
the-
me. You guys are right to the east of me.
I see.
Oh, you're right there.
I am right there.
I'm coming, friend. Wait.
The gate wasn't locked.
Well, that was stupid of them.
You. Not supposed to.
How'd you see me through a wall?
There's a hole in the wall. Oh, your eye's pretty.
Well, we're in a fight with True Soul Gut and the bodyguards, so...
Fascinating. I am not in the initiative order at the moment.
Yeah, because you haven't been caught. You're still stealth.
They don't know I'm here.
Flying jump, flying jump, flying jump!
I can't. I'm out of actions.
No!
And
Oh,
Carla
yeah, I can.
attempts to go from the top rope.
Yeah!
Damn.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, and now that he's prone, I can actually continue moving without being detected.
Holy shit, nice hit.
That was a soul breaker.
Stunned for 2 turns. Hot damn.
Yeah. I'm the murder machine.
Oh, alright, I can't put silence there because that would fuck up your spellcasting stuff.
Oh, no, go for it. I've still got movement. I can get out of the way. I'm not in combat, remember.
Oh, true. Yeah, because I wanted to make it hard for the priestess to be able to cast spells, because I'm assuming she's a spellcaster.
Presumably. Just make sure you don't all end your turns before I get into combat.
Well, my turn was ended.
Don't end your turn until I get into combat.
Okay. I shall wait.
Now, how do I want to do this? What's the most damaging spell I have? Probably Scorching Ray?
Probably.
3 or 6 to 36? Yeah.
Nice.
And now she's at 2.
Yayification.
Good lord.
Well, shit, if I'd known you were gonna do that much damage, I would have just fucking thrown a damaging spell at her.
I mean, I didn't know I was going to do that much damage.
He's got a point, you know.
Yeah.
The power seems appropriate for all the bullshit that I just saw happen on that turn.
Really?
Wait, how is she getting up from prone if she's stunned?
Well, whatever.
I see a flaw in those mechanics.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Like, I understand that it's probably because, like, prone was only lasting a turn. However, like, stun should have overridden that and had the condition last further.
So that's why it told me I didn't have enough movement. She is literally like an inch outside of my strike range. For fuck's sakes.
Well, you already used your action, though. You used
Yeah.
Sacred Flame. Unless that wasn't you that used Sacred Flame.
No, it was.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you used an action to get into combat, so...
I thought this was the next round for some reason. I got very
Not yet.
confused. Although, actually... Ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Heavy. Okay.
But she got absolutely, like, deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
Miss.
He tried to
Sarge, kill that guy.
Oh,
The only guy, yes.
Yay!
And it's
I mean,
still alive.
there weren't any
You should
females in
collect
this
it from
room.
the corpse.
Ooh, wants it.
You can have it.
I say it'll go into the collective pool. Oh, okay, someone grabbed it. Cool.
No, I put it in your inventory.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna be, like, fucked off like the first True Soul that we ran into, where we let it run off into the woods.
Oh. Oh, that's
What?
interesting.
What?
So, I did get branded.
Uh-huh.
Right? Let me make sure that actually set as a character trait, right? Yeah, branded. So she had a shield on her, Absolute's Warboard. If the wielder bears the Absolute's brand, they gain a +1 bonus to all saving throws.
Oh.
Huh. Useful.
Sarge, does your shield do anything special? Or is it just a shield?
Safeguard shield. Looks like it's just a +2 to the... Oh, in addition to the +2 armor class, it's +1 saving throw.
Ah, gotcha. If the user bears the absolute... Oh.
What?
Absolute's Talisman. Has Absolute's Mercy. If the bearer bears an Absolute's brand, they have advantage on death saving throws.
Oh, neat.
Also grants the aid spell.
Oh, that's nice. It increases our current and maximum health points.
Yeah.
By 5.
And the other one, the shield also grants heroism as a spell.
Neat.
Once per long rest, but still.
Nice. I picked up a necklace that gives access to Misty Step.
I've got access to Misty Step from somewhere already.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, I know guidance, like another source of guidance has been nice just to toss around, but maybe that'd be good for Karlak for gap closing?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Send to Karlak.
Yes. Anybody need guidance?
I mean, I'll have it on me, just so I have access to it whenever I need it, because the other two are clerics, so they already have access to guidance.
I sent you some scrolls, Emu. Mel's acid arrow and a scroll of burning hands.
Don't forget to learn Fireball, because now
Well,
that you're
I
level
don't
5,
have access to level 3 spells yet.
No, it goes off character level. At least it should.
But I can't use level 3 spells.
Oh,
I
but
don't have any slots.
You don't have a spell slots. Ah, I gotcha. Well, I mean, you should still be able to learn it, just so you don't have to, worry about that in the future. So when you get access to level 3 slots, you'll be able to just use it immediately.
Alright. So I've got a bunch of books in here. So let's read through these.
Oh, coin!
I'm gonna send you a few more books.
Okay, Saloon we already had, so we don't need to worry
Give
about
me
that
that
one.
soul coin.
Soul Coins, a treatise. Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at a site in Avernus, the first plane of the Nine Hells. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Soul coins, as the concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils in their cohort. They're frequently traded. For their value, can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she has one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of Lemure status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appear to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with a headache-inducing number of footnotes. The Salonite Journal. Most of the pages in the aged journal have been hastily torn out, perhaps for kindling. Thus, the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars, while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. That chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders, but I had to sacrifice complexity for material resilience. I've always wondered why Saloon took me from the Hall of Wonders to serve at this temple as a priestess. Perhaps this was the reason. Lessons for Sensible Living 12, Zariel's Fall. The foreword to this brief account of Zariel's fall captures the tone of the entire text. Greetings, sensible folk. Already I can detect grumbling in the agitated rattle of pipes stern against teeth. A lesson dedicated to an Archduke of Avernus. Has Harrington taken leave of his senses? Quiet your complaints, I assure you I have not. It is true that cosmic occurrences are often insensible by their very nature, but the tale of Zariel strikes close to home. In her downfall, you will be reminded of those haughty do-gooding neighbors and acquaintances who rightfully arouse your suspicions. One moment they're suggesting you grow turnips rather than potatoes on that fallow patch, and the next they have their kitchen knife strapped to their belt and are suggesting you explore the abandoned crypt behind the Giles's farm. In short, Zariel was a celestial being tasked with monitoring the ebb and flow of the Blood War, of which more in Volume 11 matters of little importance to sensible folk. Observing was not righteous enough for Zariel, though, and she took it upon herself to become directly involved. Like the oaf who sees two fellows fighting over a spilled tankard of ale and, rather than applauding their efforts, cracks their skulls together and causes a tavern-wide brawl. She invaded Avernus, was defeated, and now rules there, corrupt and wicked. What can sensible folk learn from this foolish tale? It's obvious. Do not strive to correct what cannot be corrected. Look not to distant lands and conflicts, but to your fields, your family, and your friends. There is nothing but misery to be gained from interfering in the hardships of others. Harrington Nethelin. So your boss got trapped into being a bad guy, apparently.
Main cultivation.
Recipe of elixir of arcane cultivation. Though the book is mildewed and covered with what seems to be imprints of animal guts, one recipe in particular is still legible. There is no joy in helping others that I never knew. Or there is joy in helping others that I never knew. While I myself have never had any talent for manipulating the weave directly, I cannot get the look of wonder on Nikros' face out of my head. That look he had when he imbued this potion. It fills my body with a soothing electricity I had thought impossible. Recipe for 1 elixir of arcane cultivation. Extracts needed: vitriol of weave moss and sublimate of belladonna. Method: in small doses, add the sublimate to the weave moss vitriol, being careful to mix thoroughly until both extracts are seamlessly combined. Shutter on a low fire or leave in the sun until the arcane energy becomes tangible. The last paragraph has been encircled thrice, once in blood. As always, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Magic of the Weave and Introduction. Few try to understand the Weave. A true pity for only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the Weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It's what makes magic possible. It's also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra, and the Spell Plague. The weave isn't magic, precisely. Rather, it's the raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they're born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived, their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art. But those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides. A pleasurable deal, the shocking truth. Below is a transcript of an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal, Mr. Kingsley Harp. Wait. No, we've seen this one. Yep. Yeah, we've seen this one.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Fringe Philosophy, Volume 5. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. Wait, did we read this one as well? I think so, yeah. Yeah, that one also seems very familiar to me.
Okay.
Oral Histories of Faerun the Spell Plague. I don't think we've read this one. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. Claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers. Chapter 25. Cornelius and Tomelius Worthywort, halflings encountered on the Golden Road south of Innerlith. I met the brothers, or rather they found me, in the lower pass through the Fireshire Mountains. They had encountered a trail of golden discs along the path and had resolved to gather and return them to whatever fool had more coin than common sense. It was to our mutual embarrassment, then, that I removed my cloak to reveal my patchwork yellow hide. It was molting season, I explained, and a traveler on the road had not the luxury to shed their scales in private as would be proper. I suspect they knew too little of Dragonborn to be appropriately disgusted, and instead invited me to sup with them. Over a roadside fire, I learned of the purpose behind their journey. Cornelius. Luirin, my lad, our ancestral home, it was lost during the spell plague. Timelius. Weren't nothing lost, Con. It's not Nan's lucky Gnashers, is it? It sank. Cornelius. Wasn't I there when the blue fire took it? Sure what do you remember? You were knee-high to a gnome. Timelius. I remember you crying. Maybe it was you that sank the place. Going back to finish the job? Cornelius. Watch that lip lest I fatten it. Only a fool speaks ill of his own land. Their brows were bristling dangerously, and so I diverted hostilities by speaking of my own people's ancestral home, the blighted world of Eber, and the 1,000-year tyranny of dragons we lived under, until the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. Cornelius. Right. Timelius. Another potato?
Potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. We have seen this one about Candlekeep. Because that's the one that's just a big reference to BG1. True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebra Moro, Volume 2. Yes, we've seen that one as well.
Sadly, it's not Tenaby.
It is not Tenaby. Stamped Handbill. Oh, that was the Laura Cohen thing in Baldur's Gate. Okay, we've had that one for a while. Rancid Note. Ah, that Slobberchops druid who was nosing around ain't just some tomb robbing adventure type. Calls himself Halcyon. Ugly name for an ugly bastard. Had a little word or two with him before the lashes put his hairy arse in the pens. Said he thinks there's something rotten inside me. Reckons he can help get rid of the rot. I told him we don't need any help from nobody. Never did, especially not now the Absolute's taking a shine to us. I says there'll be something rotten inside of him soon enough. There's a lot of rancid meat down in the pens, and when we cut him open, I'll make sure he stays alive long enough for the maggots to make a nest of him. Oh, aren't you pleasant? Okay, that's also one we had before.
I timed that perfectly.
Oh.
I'm transfer laundry over while Inu was doing reading of the books to catch up.
Ho 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 ho.
Ho 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 ha ha ho ha.
Hue.
Alright, now time to see where this Rocky Crevice goes.
Rocky Crevice?
Never mind. Shaper shift to Halfling. Aha!
Hey, where does that Rocky Crevice go?
To a room with a whole bunch of fucking explosive barrels in it.
Cool. Set those fuckers off.
Yep, you better light a match.
Grab.
Turning the camera around, there's still more to explore, it looks like.
Grab. Oh, those fuckers are heavy. Those weigh 26 pounds apiece.
Yeah, they're big ass barrels.
Store those at camp for now.
There's a symbol above this
Yeah,
doorway.
the eyes.
The eyes of Mistra.
Mind the eye.
Yeah, give me these fire wine barrels too.
Oh, failed the perception check over here, you guys.
Uh-oh. Stinky. Uh-oh, stinky.
Guidance.
Ooh, the fire wine barrels are 40 pounds.
He's like right at the bottom of that staircase.
Deal.
That's curious.
What did you find?
Curious game.
Is anything glowing?
I'll take that.
Is it the symbol?
I have no idea. I didn't see anything pop or give indication. Nothing appears to be giving me a mouse over tool.
There.
But I don't know what that was about. Got what? Some sort of puzzle on the floor.
Oh, hey, this is the bit that goes out back to the, like right behind here is what goes back out to the,
Oh, the door that
Underdark.
we couldn't go through, yeah.
I am very confused.
Maybe it's related to...
Oh, those stone discs are interactable.
Yep.
Cancel my shapeshift, please. I would like to be in my much better looking form. Thank you.
I'm gonna head back out the door because I'm curious about the symbol that was above the door, and the camera is not letting me see it just yet. Come on. There it is. So, is that just a full circle of... Yeah, it's just a full circle of stars with eyes.
You're a full circle of stars with eyes. And before one of you or both of you or all three of you get yourself blown up on those tiles.
Oh.
Well, I
figured it out.
I solved it by pure dumb luck.
Well, no, you had to get all of the blackened out circles on the same disc together.
Oh, it didn't matter which disc.
I don't know.
I mean, I put them all on one disc because that seemed like
Yeah.
an obvious thing to do, but
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if it matters which disc. It's just that was, the solve. Because this seems to be a Shar versus Saloon type monogram. I'm assuming that's supposed to be, light versus dark and what have you.
well, anyway, we don't need to go down that way because we've been there.
And we have 2 other individuals to kill anyway.
We do.
What's that lever do?
It didn't do anything when I tried it. It was locked.
Oh, it closes the door.
Oh. Well, we probably want that open.
Yeah. Just in case.
Surprised you haven't plugged the brain slug into your head yet, Natsu.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wait until we get 2 just so that way Elle and I can spend them evenly. It's easier
That
to
was
keep track
weird.
of it that way. Yeah, I saw it too.
Get up and then die again.
Ooh, actually. I can talk to her if I change my form. So, where's my... Yes, speak with dead.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who killed you?
No. Purpose?
Yeah.
What is your purpose?
Who is the absolute?
Everything. Everyone.
Excuse me, we are not infidels.
My mother's slowly.
Hey, that doesn't help.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no
I meant
more
geographical
questions.
location.
You weren't specific enough.
Yep.
That seems like some bullshit. Alright. Locked in the chapel. Did I have to unlock that gilded chest, or is she talking about like a stash somewhere else? can see the future. Oh, wait, I can make that joke now? Fuck yeah. Yeah!
Alright. So, Minthara or what's his face?
Is there anyone that's technically more isolated than the other?
Minthara is technically across a bridge, I guess.
Ara, I think, is definitely somewhere else. The other one was Durazglin.
No, Minthara is like she's in the top right. She's in the northeast of the area.
Oh yeah.
Then maybe that one next if they're that isolated.
To also give you a heads up, although I doubt it's going to affect any of our decisions, Minthara is actually a character we could have at camp, but typically, and I say typically because there is a workaround for it, it's only for evil parties.
Ah.
How about I start following you, eh? How'd you like that?
How many raiders do we have?
Oh, hello.
Lords of hunters, and a few pariahs.
A potion of healing that was just kind of hiding over there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there's
What
Minthara.
they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the absolute.
Good. Dying's the only thing they're good at.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough. I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt? Yes, I suppose I might offer passage. But first, we hunt. Prove yourself worthy, and you will have what you seek. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name.
I doubt it.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
Ooh. It's a tough choice.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon.
Oh.
Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
Okay, what prisoner is this?
I wonder if it's the one we already talked to and freed.
Yeah, I don't see another option.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me. Report and make it quick. Organizing these creatures tests my patience.
Am I allowed to lie at this, at this?
I mean,
bit?
technically, one is also a lie, but it's also the truth, and that prisoner did escape.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder: would she actually kill some of the goblins?
Don't know. I don't. If I'm allowed to lie about the location, I like number 2.
Well, you've quick saved. Let's find out.
So close. Their fate is sealed, and you will be instrumental.
That sounds like we told the truth.
Go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like that that appears to have been the
default.
That appears to have been, yes, tell them the actual location. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why they wouldn't at least attempt to let you lie. Especially when you just picked an option that said, like, oh, maybe I can misdirect them.
Report.
Then again, the follow-up was, or kill
Organizing
them.
these creatures tests my patience.
Elle, if you have a way to drop out of the conversation, you might want to go reset your sword, just in case.
Give me a second.
Yep, I will chill until you're done.
Okay.
So, bad news. Prisoner's gone.
Creatures have failed me again. I will deal with those responsible later. Did he tell you where his friends are hiding before he fled? Perhaps. But your thoughts are troubled. Show me everything you have seen.
Her mind enters yours, a splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
Close enough to... I am close enough to add guidance. Okay. So even with a minimum 9, 10 or better would do it.
It's possible. There it is. Just had to max roll that guidance.
I see only fragments. Your mind is confused. Do what you must to clear it. The village to the east. It's abandoned.
Looks that way. But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
Okay, well that didn't result in anything.
Anything, really.
Report, and make it quick. Organizing these creatures tests my patience. They are flocking to the Absolute. In sufficient numbers, they are an effective force. Expendable and willing. Then do as you were ordered.
I guess Cowabunga it is.
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few
I don't like the
pariahs
fact that
carry
there's a
the
scrying
powder
eye
kegs.
following us, though.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the Absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute. Good.
Dying's the only thing they're good at. If you're here to help with the raid, talk to a ladyship. She's in charge.
God damn it. Defeat the goblin leaders. Yeah, well. The only way we're gonna do that.
The former.
She is considered one of the goblin leaders, right?
Mhm.
Zara? Yeah. I guess we're probably going to pull what? The Scrying Eye and Scrut from across the bridge into this? I would imagine. Ooh,
Well,
the eye is buggered off.
I very much doubt the scrying eye is actually an enemy, but
If he doesn't, I'll cut out his tongue.
If he don't have a tongue, he can't tell us nothing.
oh wait,
The prisoner can keep his tongue.
But
It's spite.
I do have level 3 spell slots now. When the hell did that happen? I swear I didn't have those before.
oh, pumpkin, not on my desk.
Oh, on your desk.
But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
I'm gonna assume that Fireball is one of these blue ones.
Yeah, midway on the left side, next to the flight scroll.
Ah, there it is.
How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
Also, I forgot that I was muted for when partner came downstairs for a little bit, so I don't know what I've said that hasn't been heard.
Neither do I, because I haven't heard it.
Neither do I.
Did you hear me say anything about Minthara?
Nope.
No.
I mean, I
okay.
heard you say she could join our camp if we
But
were
if we were
evil, but that was the
and
last
if
thing I
there's a
heard you say
workaround.
about her.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's essentially it. Is like our only options with her here are either kill her or do the roundabout method to get her to eventually join camp later, which I don't know if we want to bother with that because I don't know if she's definitively supposed to be an evil character. I don't know if she can be like redeemed and or turned around and or like whatever. Plus, we won't be able to advance the stuff with Halcyon and like the Druid Grove and whatnot until all of the leaders have been taken care of.
Yep.
So it's either
Might-
kill her, It's either kill her or like the roundabout method involves like there's some way to get her into combat where she's only treated as temporarily hostile, and while she's temporarily hostile, you knock her out, and then like that starts like this thing where like later on we can like get her when we like run into her again.
Looks that way. But scouts said they had something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern.
Alright, well, if we're gonna do this, whoever wants to start us off.
Do I want to put the smoke barrel down next to her and then somebody set it off?
Put the smoke barrel down next to her and then have Inu fireball the table to hit both of the two over there.
Scroll of blur on the table.
You're gonna want to not be standing.
No, I was literally just putting it down so I could.
Yeah, I understand. If I'm gonna fireball the area, you're gonna want to not be standing there.
Spike always makes him talk.
I think I'm out of.
Hopefully, shovel's not too close.
Hold on, that's not fireball. That's firebolt. That's fireball.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Whoops.
It didn't even trigger the
Did you
other
kill
one.
Shovel?
Yeah, shovel died.
Wait a minute, because we attacked the barrel and didn't attack her, none of the other goblins nearby even blinked a fucking eye.
I mean,
Well, that's one way to handle it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely attacked her.
I like how the eye's following you now.
You can talk to the eye.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze.
I mean, I was going to attempt to talk to the eye, but
That definitely seems like a Karlak thing to do.
Poke it.
Yeah.
There, you can talk to it now.
Glassy black surface. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
Alright, well, there's 2 tadpoles to spend now, so Elle, if you want to spend one, and I'll spend the other. Alright, so send the scroll to Shelly. Picked up a pair of rare boots. When the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. And then, if the wearer starts their turn on an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. Also, I picked up a unique lyre from Minthara.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I can replace the one that you got.
play the spider's lyre as a class action.
Oh my, because she's supposed to be able to be a camp character. She had an alchemy pouch and a camp supply pack of her own on her that I looted.
Yeah.
Including her at ease clothes, travel leather gloves, boots of striding. Oh. For Inu, what boots do you have?
Boots of aid and comfort. Whenever I heal
Oh,
a
no,
target,
you
they
want
gain
those.
additional 3 temporary HP.
All right, I'm gonna send these to the Sarge then, because he doesn't have any good boots yet. It was for stuff related to concentration, which I haven't seen him do a lot of concentration stuff yet, but it's still better than what he's got. So
Yeah, there's quite a few things that fall under concentration base.
oh, spider silk armor offer 2. Gives me the same AC and bonus to stealth checks my leather +1 armor does, but also gives me advantage on Constitution saving throw checks. Yes, please. Oh, that also looks badass as hell. Oh. Oh. Sarge, this might be a good weapon for you to look at. I'm gonna send this to you as well.
Zion. However the fuck that's pronounced. 2 turns, you missed the attack. Okay, so max damage slightly less, but overall roll better.
Plus, if you miss, it puts fairy fire on it, which would give all of us advantage to attacking it, and also make it so it can't turn invisible.
Because it's a weapon enchantment +1, so it's magical.
Where'd you all end up?
Went up a ladder.
Yeah, why not?
Up a ladder.
So I can tag this as wares. This as wares.
I don't remember quite where we came up this ladder from, but we did. Oh, it doesn't matter. I found a ladder back down. Well, that leaves one more of these guys to
beat the living daylights out of. And that's Shitbird McGee over here, wasn't it? Ragslin.
Yeah.
Yep, sure is.
This is gonna be a mess. Actually, wait. Natsu, did you loot a bunch of those barrels?
Oh yeah, I put them in a
those
can.
ones? Can you bring me a few of those? Or send a few of those to me? I have a thought.
That's not a nice way to talk about your wife.
Oh my god.
Not that kind of thought.
I am in no way, shape, or form a thought.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
something that Poe over there would say.
Not a very nice way to talk about your wife.
But seriously though, bring me a couple of those barrels. I have an idea.
An idea you have?
I'm terrified because if this works, we might be able to get away with killing without causing shenanigans.
Okay, if this is going to involve a fireball, I do need to get my 3rd level spell slot back, so...
Well, since it only requires damaging a barrel, it might not even require a fireball.
Okay.
Yeah, if they chain reaction blow up, then a fire bolt should be more than enough.
Yeah.
Where? Nope, those are the fire wine barrels. That's not what I'm looking for. There they are. All right, how many do you want? I have 6.
Bring me all 6 in this case.
That seems like massive overkill.
It depends on how far they're likely to chain. So for now, bring all 6.
Or I could send you one at a time, and you can see what the effect is. One.
Well, yeah, but if we put more of them next to him, more of them will blow up, and it'll take more damage.
It already does 4d4 plus 18 force damage.
Now the question is, how do I get to see...
Save, set it off, and then reset.
1 meter is its area of effect.
So that's like 3 feet.
Yeah, the problem is I wish I had like a grid to be able to tell what 1 meter is visually. Actually, wait, do any of my spells have a 1 meter range on these? Because that would be useful.
Well, your melee attack is, I think, 1 meter usually.
Okay. So then if that's the case, hold on. That means this barrel could go here, would hit them. I would actually need 3 for them, because they're far enough apart. And then I would have to get them close enough to chain for drawer.
I mean, realistically, the target we care about most is Dror Ragslin. The rest will probably be easy enough to kill.
Fair. It was just the thought of, can I get this set up in a way to chain where it literally is just a case of we don't even have to? So send me 2 more. Wait, what was the exact damage on you again?
44 plus 18.
Which is
So
a
minimum of
maximum,
22.
Yeah, but only a maximum of 34.
So if I'm going by the minimum of 22, 4 barrels is required.
Yeah,
so
we would need
3
4
more.
barrels for him to die, guaranteed.
Yeah, so send me 3 more. Alright, so let me carefully just drop item. I'm doing this through the menu as opposed to anything else because I want to be certain I am not accidentally setting anything off.
Okay.
So,
now, before I set this off, there is a ladder over in that corner.
Yeah.
Let's all get up to the rafters.
There's 2 ladders up to the rafters.
Whatever. Point is, get to the rafters and get out of sight where you're sneaking, so that, you know, like so that if things somehow don't die, first of all, nobody can pin this on us, and second of all, we'll be in a very good position.
I believe I've got those arranged close enough to do the trick.
So what happened here? I don't know. Someone came in, put a bunch of barrels down next to the throne, and disappeared. Next thing we knew, everything blew up.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't have anything to do with that guy that came in here and put the barrels down, though.
Definitely not. No.
Nothing like that.
No
Nope.
correlation whatsoever.
Oh, hiding failed. Sarge, rehide. There you go.
You might want to, like, come slightly farther out on this beam where there's not red cones at all.
It looks like over here stays pretty much out of the way too, so do it to it.
Damn it.
The life you took will not go unavenged, it seems.
Oh! Wait, did they only stock Karlak?
So far.
And Inu.
Oh, booyag.
Those look like they blew a lot larger than 1 meter, I'm gonna note right now.
Yeah.
That actually makes me wonder if we were
Hold
able
on,
to
did
hit
it say
all...
1 meter radius or 1 meter diameter?
Well, it doesn't specify, but also I don't think the 1 meter applies to the explosion.
So I might have gotten away with a couple extra barrels in a line to maybe gank the goblins?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know if we saved before that point, so it's up to you
Well,
on...
there is a save, but we'll deal with it if we have to.
There's a parasite in that.
Oh my god, that fucking jump!
Potent magic.
Alright, since I haven't...
I suppose I should probably get in combat.
He's dead.
Before a round completely goes by, I should definitely get in combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the rope ladder since...
I took a page out of Lucha Nason's book.
Luchada!
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
B for brain.
That's Warlock, huh?
B for the horrifying map that Bio never wants to see again.
Perfect.
Figured that was worth a level 1 slot.
Oh, you fool, we're up here too.
Oh, you fool, we're up here too.
And I specialize in shoving, you fools.
I also have Thunder Wave. What are you idiots thinking?
No, it's not even just that. My Illithid power that I picked up recently makes me do an extra 1d8 psychic damage from fall damage.
Oh boy.
So I think it's safe to say Natsu, if you find more barrels of any sort, feel free to stash them, and I will willingly pick them up and place them.
Yeah.
It's being able to just go, I don't like you. Bombs away, bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
is way too fun.
That's the game plan. I like explosive barrels. They are fun to use.
Man, if only we could get like a chest of infinite mass and stuff it full of explosive barrels. And then just crush people with that and our magical mental power. I know that works in this game because it's Larian.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was there for DOS 1 and DOS 2. I'd be surprised if there wasn't at least a reference to it in this game.
Play the spider's lyre.
Yes. That's the unique lyre that I took off of what's-her-face's body, Minthara.
Ooh.
Well, hearty fuck you too, pal.
Well, hardy har har har.
Har
Hi,
har.
I'm Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy. Wait, we started a new round and I'm still coming in without having my action. That's lame.
We haven't.
It would make sense if it was the same round that I used my action.
We haven't
on, but...
started a new round.
No, we're on round 2. We went through the end of the turn order and went back to the top.
No, we
because
didn't.
I haven't acted again yet.
I thought Warrior Bez already took a turn.
Nope.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. I can't.
No, sir. This is still round 1.
I can't get to you to shove you.
Well, that sounds like quitter talk.
That sounds like a good excuse to put 2 levels into Warlock so you can repelling blast things.
Trust me, that's been in my mind. I'm just like, man, if I get repelling blast and can knock people off of ledges from a distance when I can't get close for Thunder Wave, oh boy, they're in a world of hurt. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything. So let's instead... What are you doing? The power?
Yes.
Yeah. Draw Ragslin, something, something, Oh, I can't push them if they're dead.
Yeah, but they can't do anything to you if they're dead.
Yeah.
What? You don't appear to be playing the lyre. Play the damn lyre.
You jumping at me from the top rope again?
I can, probably.
Luciana! It's overkill. He's only got 4 health left, but...
Do it anyway.
They no kill like motherfucking overkill!
Stop, he's already dead.
Not yet.
Need a vantage point to see him. This should get me... Path is interrupted. Ah, dang it.
Ah, dang it.
Well, the attempt was made.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the throwing javelin thing that I gave you. Oh, does that go in your ranged weapon slot? No. Okay, you were just trying to use it from your backpack. Getcha.
What the hell?
Let me guess, no line of sight.
Yeah, damn it.
That ain't gonna work.
What if both of us do it?
Yeah.
What the hell are these ethical rolling? Jesus.
Oh yeah, my bardic inspiration die is also D8 now, so I have a much higher cap.
Game, am I not allowed to hit? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, it's dead.
Doesn't matter, it's dead. Doesn't matter, it's dead.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Yes, a parasite.
Is it bad that I'm just imagining Yvelios' character just kind of picking up the parasite and just going, slurp, and then just...
I'm not the only one that's eating them.
See, in Carlax's case, I figure she's just shoving them into her chest to be burned by the infernal engine.
Then how'd she get their powers?
Not over, been through.
So,
oh, there's more smoke powder barrels over here. Fuck yeah.
So the Faith Breaker. Is a D10 stroke D8 with versatile bludgeoning warhammer. It seems to maybe have some weapon enchantment +1. Okay. I don't know if that's better than what anyone is using. I don't know if is that better than what you're using, Sarge? No. No, not even slightly.
Yeah.
Alright, that's vendor trash then. Unless, like, do I actually deal damage with that? I do.
I think you said that you're not... Wait, were you proficient with it?
I'm not proficient with it, but it would do damage. Which is interesting. It doesn't matter. I like my stupid spear. Oh.
Treasure crates. Ooh. What's in here? What's in here? Oh, this is where we get Saloon's Dream from. Another piece of infernal iron. Oh, those might be replacement gloves for Karlach. A lot of gold. Hell yeah. The loot goblin found a treasure trove. Yay!
And all I can think is we went full Murica on a bunch of goblins.
No, they didn't all die in the resulting explosion.
Fair.
Okay, the Curse of the Vampire. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charm, beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. Let it be a friend. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? See you any mark upon their neck? See you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again, but they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. Spooky. Your axe got broke. Malgu be it, your axe got broke. Your whips don't sting, your priests all croak. Show your face and we'll take your eyes, then chop you down to goblin size. The absolute will make you kneel, beg and grovel, bleed and squeal.
Okay then.
This has been goblin slam poetry.
Evidently.
Evidently.
The lie is.
What the hell is this? Somebody Somebody slipped me another book when I wasn't looking. Oral Histories of Faerun Paladin Oathbreakers. Chapter 7, Valmor the Outcast, 52 years of age, human paladin, Oathbreaker. Given Valmor's reputation in Athkatla, the city she once called home, I met the former knight officer of the noble and exclusive Order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She's lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumors of her character quite preceded her.
What the?
I spoke to one of the prelates of the Order, who described her as a dreadful, sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide. That she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I will not disclose her meeting place of what the hell is going on back there.
I don't know, but we just got pulled into something.
The Order punishes those who
there's a
violate their
goblin.
vows with beheading. Oh, wait. No, we have read this. Okay.
Apparently, it's finally happened where we've aggroed the camp and they're fighting us on site.
But where is
Is
Oh, literally in the door.
yes.
Yep.
Okay, then.
And because it's hidden behind the door, I can't actually hit it with any spells from here. Ooh, I wonder what's in a Wonder Ball. That would be massive overkill. I don't want to use that.
Oh, I wonder.
What you in your ball? Yeah, you're welcome.
Nobody knows what the hell we're talking about.
Right.
What do you mean not enough movement? That thing has an 18-meter range. How is that not enough to be able to fucking hit that dude? Huh?
Huh?
Game?
Listen up.
Why do I need to move closer?
Huh?
Game, you're fucking drunk. It's clearly within my range already.
Because he's behind the door,
No,
technically.
I'm trying to hit the other one over here, and it's forcing me to move closer, despite me being able to see that it's well within my fucking range of attack.
Because you can't shoot through the door.
The door's open!
Doesn't matter. You can't shoot through it.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
fucking,
matter, had door.
I'm gonna fucking punch something.
Welcome to
Punch the
Larian
door.
game design. You're on the other side of a door that's open. You cannot see your target.
What? Ah!
Let me guess, you're not even able to shoot it, are you?
No! This is so fucking stupid.
I told you can't shoot through the door.
I fucking... Oh!
Can you throw something?
That's what I'm trying. It's saying the path is interrupted.
Yeah, there's a door
so
in the
it's-
way.
So it's definitely acting like the door is closed. Oh!
There you go.
Well, actually, Avelios, I'm mousing over where the door is despite it being open, and it does say heavy oak doors despite the doors theoretically being open. It might
Well,
actually
it's
be...
still describing the doors.
Yes, but I would expect to have to mouse over the door. Like if you look at the other open doors and put your mouse in the middle, it does not say the oak doors, but if I go over the exact door itself, it does. Whereas for you, it's behaving as though the door is still closed despite graphically being open.
Oh,
hate
hey,
all
there's
of this.
spiders down there, by the way.
Yep.
Oh look, they ran through the allegedly closed door.
So, just because you can't fire doesn't mean that they can't.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It's about to be a fucking personal vendetta. No.
Ah,
I'm not wasting cutting words on Sacred Flame.
yeah. I has a sad.
One of these days, that firebolt is gonna not miss.
Could I? Oh, I absolutely could. No, never mind.
What?
I was gonna have you back up, and I was just gonna thunder wave them into the pit.
Oh.
But you've already used your action, which means you can't disengage now. Yeah. I have disadvantage because they're close to me.
I can misty step.
No, that's fine. I'll just whack them.
Oh, okay. Problem solved. Oh,
Alright.
he had a key.
Good news. We've got some dead gobos.
Bad news. It is time.
I say bad news is also the whole camp's probably aggroed at this point.
Also, there's some spoders down there.
Yes.
Which means if I want to do merchant shenanigans, I might not be able to get back into the camp safely. Whee.
The spiders don't appear to be aggressive at the moment, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Aggressive, be aggressive.
Okay, 5,811, 5,811, 5,786.
Yeah, I think the
So,
camp is all aggressive now.
Natsu has the most experience out of all of us, followed by Sarge, and then Elle and I are tied at dead last.
Woo!
Meanwhile, Sarge was tied, or not tied. Sarge was dead last at the beginning of the session.
Dobe.
So I don't get it. I don't know how it works.
It's certainly a mystery, you know. Anyway, just overwrite the Gobbo's save. Where next time we probably have to fight our way out of this whole place. And like, I don't know, maybe we should go down to that spider layer or that spider layer, not lair, but layer at some point to see if there's like anything down there, or
It's a layer. It's a layer.
I don't see anything down
Well, there's
there.
probably something down there that we just can't see.
I mean, there's a spoders down there. I know that.
Duh.
But anyway, time. So
Yeah.
until next time.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Adios.